So the events and how everything went down was I found salvation in Guam. Um, and then I was supposed to come to Virginia and everything was supposed to be, good and copacetic, but it didn't work out that way. It didn't work out that way. About a year and a half went by while I was still in Guam. There was still some problems, still some issues. I was a part of a church at that time while I was in Guam. And then I ended up leaving the church because that's when the apostle came to me and he was explaining to me the gift that I had and everything that was going on that other people could not explain to me. I ended up coming here to Virginia. In less than a year of me being here in Virginia, I ended up losing my job in the military. I was abruptly kicked out for whatever reason. I don't know what happened. I could not explain why I was being treated the way I was treated. I could not explain why the police officers were treating me the way that they were treating me. And I could not explain how I got kicked out. I was surprised, I was shocked. One day I went to work thinking that I was going to be working, and before I knew it, they was taking my ID card and telling me not to come back. And they served me a form, a DD-214. They served me the form, and then they told me not to come back. And that was pretty much it. So I never had a court date, although I was seeking a court date. I never, I asked them several times to please charge me with something, because I know once you get charged, then you will get an opportunity to go to court in the military. But I wasn't able to do that. They would never charge me with anything. They would just arrest me for whatever reason they claim, disruptive or something like that. And then, so once they would let me go, I would continuously beg them, please charge me, give me a charge so that I can go to court. I'll constantly ask for a court date. I never got a court date. So when I got kicked out of the military, I was very shocked. In my mind, I was on my way I came to work, and then I didn't have a job anymore. It was just that quick. And then a year after that, I sat here in Virginia for, for a whole year. So I started working for Uber. Well, I was working for Uber and Lyft before I got kicked out of the military, but something happened with Uber and Lyft where I wasn't able to make enough money to be able to pay my home or my mortgage. And then I started back going to school, but then as I started back going to school, they wasn't giving me the money that I was supposed to receive for my VA to be able to afford my mortgage or anything like that. So I wasn't able to afford my home, but yet I've been living here for the past 4 years. So as I've been living here, after I got kicked out of the military, a year after I got kicked out of the military, started having problems. Everything in my life just went to shambles. Family went to shambles, all kind of things. People were trying to disable me. I found out that my brother was killed while he was in prison.